Hello. Obviously, if you are watching this on YouTube, I like whenever I say hello, I'm gonna be honest. While I'm recording on stream, whenever I'm just like, "Hello, how's it going, you the tubes? Hope y'all are doing great." It's just kind of weird because I am live streaming at that moment. With that being said, anyway, I have not watched this trailer yet. I have never played the first Gothic ever in my life. I have been interested in this game. I've been really intrigued with this game. But I've heard the controls are very clunky on PC. That being said, I heard Gothic 2 and 3 is a lot better. But with this remake, this definitely brings an open door for me to play 2 and 3 down the line. Obviously, I would not know. I don't know when this game comes out. Maybe they'll say this at the end of the trailer. If it does come out sometime next year, I will play it sometime next year. This is one of those Euro games. If people don't understand what a Euro game is, it's a European game. But it usually these style of games like Kingdom Come Deliverance, Gothic, Risen, those style of games are very clunky in its own right. It's the same thing as like Elix is another one, but they're so damn good at the end of the day. That being said, let's get in this trailer.
Enough. Send him in.
Like, well, no. Good. Still looks clunky, but you know, that's the charm of these games.
Welcome to the Valley of Mines, an immense penal colony. For the war against the Orcs, the only undefeated enemies of the Kingdom of Murtana, the king needed ore to supply his armies. So every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced
Kind
to
of
work
wild
in
that was the
ore
technology
mines
at the time that we
to
did.
make it impossible for them to escape. The king sent out his best magicians to create a magical barrier around the entire valley. But something disturbed the creation of the barrier, trapping everyone inside. The convicts revolted and took control of the colony. They divided into 3 camps. The old camp is satisfied with the current situation. As long as they deliver the ore, the king supplies them with everything they need. The new camp, however, thinks they can use the ore to blow up the barrier. And then there is the sect from the swamp. They believe that a mysterious new deity will free them from their prison. Thus begins your journey in the open world of the Valley of Mines. Creating Gothic Remake, we focus on the 4 pillars that we consider the core of the series. Simulation of a living world, exploration, story, and combat. Like the original 2001 title,
God, that came out in
Remake is set on
2001.
creating an immersive and realistic world. Enjoy a complex life simulation on a scale hardly ever seen before in a video game. During the day, the inhabitants of the colony carry out a variety of activities, while nature, rich in all its diversity, lives out its own rhythm. All this gives the impression that this world can exist without the player. Explore the colony on your own and enjoy the unprecedented freedom this open world offers. In true RPG fashion, you decide when and where you go next. Meet numerous interesting characters, understand their inner motivations, and earn their respect by completing a series of elaborate quests. How you solve or handle their problems depends entirely on your choices. No matter when,
Kind of hoping there's an
or if you do
actual
anything at all, the game will always respond appropriately to your decisions. Experience a complex and demanding combat system with satisfying
those mole
character
rats.
progression. Overcome your opponents using a variety of melee weapons. Eliminate them from a distance, or learn the arcana of magic. Remember that each type of weapon behaves differently, Its effectiveness depends on training. We're aware that when creating a remake of a beloved title, it is hard to live up to the expectations of its long-term fans.
That's
However,
actually
we
true.
feel there is room to develop the experience further by telling new stories from the colony and expanding on those that die-hard fans have known for more than 2 decades. We are also focusing our attention on enhancing many aspects of gameplay, such as diverse NPC routines and reactions, more complex crafting, and more rewarding character progression. Despite the passage of time, Gothic remains in the hearts and minds of many players. With the possibilities of Unreal Engine 5 and a variety of modern features, Gothic Remake will soon rekindle that love. Whether you've been a loyal fan for years or are just looking for a true RPG experience,
I love RPGs, by the way.
back to the colony.
Wow, that kind of flew by. Nothing else? Okay, cool. Okay, let's talk about the Gothic remake. There is no release date, so I'm gonna assume probably sometime next year, maybe middle of next year. I'm not quite sure. Whenever this game comes out, this is definitely a game that's up my alley. Now, why is it up my alley? I like these type of style of games that are, you know, they're clunky, but they're really good. I don't think every game needs to be a Cyberpunk or a Witcher 3 or Skyrim, or, you know, Skyrim has clunkiness to it, but it's a lot smoother than a lot of like Kingdom Come Deliverance, or per se like a Gothic, or Elix is another one. There's a lot of style of those games that the storytelling always pops out a lot better, because that's the main focus that they're kind of focusing on, is the story aspect. Usually combat are not the greatest in these style of games, but I'm really hoping that, you know, as much as the clunkiness is in this game, I'm hoping this game does good. I am worried about this game because we did already see Alone in the Dark remake, the studio getting shut down. So it does seem like this is the studio that is making it, and THQ Nordic is publishing it. And I am worried that, per se, cough cough, Embracer Group is going to, if this game doesn't like make 10 million copies, it's going to flop underneath themselves. And I don't think that's the right direction that they should go in. I think this game is obviously going to sell well, but I don't think it's going to sell 10 million copies well. If you want my own estimate, I'm going to say maybe 4 million. I think that's a good number. I think that is perfectly fine. This is a beloved franchise that has 3 games, and I'm really hoping that this does well and the studio doesn't get shut down because of it only selling like 2 million copies, and maybe we can get a Gothic 2 remake and possibly a Gothic 3 remake down the line. But that really determines on how this game does. So obviously I will be playing it. I don't know if I'll be playing it day one, but I'll definitely be playing it. I'll spend the $70, $50, whatever the game is, to really like say, hey, I want a sequel to this. So off that, I'm excited to personally play this game. I think it looks intriguing. Like I said, I never played the original, so I think this would be a good starting point to play this game. But yeah, off of that, hopefully everyone has a great day, and I will catch you in my next video, depending on if it is a reaction or just one of my VODs. So yeah. Hello everyone, if you like this video then don't hesitate to check out the channel, where I upload my playthroughs, thoughts on games, and many other videos based around video games. If you want to see when the next video goes up, then don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Hope everyone has a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!